So, episode 88 of Dragon Ball Super is in the books. So, this episode started with Gohan and Piccolo training, and Piccolo is letting Gohan know that he knows all about the universe getting erased if they don't win. So, for a minute there, they're having a conversation how he found out through Goku, and then they begin training. I know a lot of people that were thinking, what could Piccolo possibly do for Gohan? But we will visit that in a moment. Let's take care of a couple other things that happened in the episode. We got a shot of Bulma, having the time of her life. Vegeta changing diapers with Goten and Trunks, and we have Virus and Whis discussing whether Virus should tell them about what is about to happen if they don't win this tournament. But then Whis is telling Beerus, he's like, "Are you sure you really wanna tell them what's really gonna happen?" And then they start showing us how Bulma is gonna go crazy about this and blame it on Beerus. So he decides not to tell her. Then we have a scene of Krillin and 18 pretty much having a quick fight, just practicing, and eventually 18 wins the fight. Then we have a shot of Kaba. We haven't seen in a minute. He's actually going to another planet, from what it seems, to to get more people for the tournament, and he runs into somebody that used to be a captain for whatever he's working, whatever the protectors of the planet. But the guy's injured, says he can't go, and at this point they finally give us a name of the female Broly character. I'm going to call her Kali. I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name, so but for the moment it's Kali. Based on what I read, this is coming from cauliflower, like Broly comes from broccoli. So I'm going to name her Kali. So they gave us a quick look. It seems like she's a troublemaker, but we just got a quick shot of her, and something that they said that she may be some sort of a thug, but we're not sure. I guess we will know that next episode, the one after, because as of right now we only have 9 hours before the tournament, but that could mean I think 3 more episodes or 4 more episodes, but we'll see. Now going back to Gohan and Piccolo, this was really good. A lot of people were thinking that Piccolo couldn't help Gohan, and guess what? Piccolo was keeping up with Gohan. Going back to the exhibition matches that Gohan was having, he was able to beat those guys, and they were supposedly really strong. Well, Piccolo seems to have gotten really strong. He was going at it with Gohan. He even told Gohan, "Hey, what do you think I've been doing all the time that you've been studying?" Yeah, he gave Gohan the business a couple of times, especially when they're starting. I mean, Gohan was in his base form. He gave it to him. Then he was Super Saiyan. He still gave it to him. Gohan kept powering up, but Piccolo kept winning somehow, and he wasn't just teaching Gohan, in a physical way. He was telling Gohan the mistakes that he's been making, and telling Gohan that he's not gonna win this tournament just with his power. That he needs to be more careful. They even went as far as the Buu saga, how he used to have this power, but he didn't know how to actually use his power. He let Buu win. He wasn't careful. So they're going back and forth. They're still fighting. Then Piccolo pretty much chokes Gohan for a moment there, and at that moment, Gohan, he's not a Super Saiyan anymore. So he started telling Gohan, "Hey, you lost the match." So at this point, Gohan, he wants to fight again, and he powers up this time, and he goes Super Saiyan, and Piccolo is telling him, "Hey, that's nice and all, but it's not gonna do anything." Next thing you know, you see Gohan going from blonde back to black, and we all know what that means. Mystic Gohan. Yes, folks, Mystic Gohan is back. It was raining, and instead of raining while he was transforming, he opened up a hole in the sky, and then the sun was shining down on Mystic Gohan. Yes, and at this point, he's able to keep up with Piccolo here. So Piccolo is pretty strong if he's able to keep up with the Mystic Gohan. Not only did he was he staying with Mystic Gohan, he was able to defeat him because even though Gohan was keeping up, and he actually ends up chopping one of the arms of Piccolo, because Piccolo was using the clone technique, and when he went to hit one of the clone one of he what he thought was the clones, it was actually Piccolo. So at that moment, he let his guard down. He's like, "Oh shit!" And then Piccolo's having a conversation with him. But next thing you know, Piccolo's arm is coming back and blows him from the back and tells Gohan, "Hey, you can lay your guard down. You need to make sure that the fight is over." So he gave Gohan the business some way, technique, not just power. And Gohan at that point he understood. So pretty much now, Piccolo was saying that the training was just beginning, and then they had a shot of them having dinner. Pretty funny here because they had cut off one of the dinosaur's tail. I thought the dinosaur was dead, and he wakes up and he notices that part of his tail is gone. This reminds me back to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, where Piccolo was taking care of Gohan to take care of the Saiyans a year later. So that scene reminded me of that. So they have 9 hours now to train. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I guess Gohan is gonna stay in the wild with Piccolo for the next 9 hours, and then they're going to go to the tournament. So that's what that scene gave me. I think this episode was pretty good. I liked it. It was around Gohan. They gave us some development on Gohan, but Piccolo is saying that Gohan has more power. Now, before the episode was ending, Gohan was telling Piccolo that they should fuse. I was hoping that they would, and they wouldn't show us what it looks like. Actually, Piccolo is looking forward to doing that. I can't wait to see that. Uh, if they do it in the tournament, I'm going to jump off my couch when I see that. I can't wait to see that fusion between Gohan and Piccolo. Piccolo has shown us that he's pretty strong. So I have more respect right now for Piccolo. I guess that somehow he's able to get strong, and if not stronger than Saiyans. If there could be some sort of God key for Piccolo, I'm all for it. I know I've seen some pictures on the internet of what he could be, but that's just fans putting stuff together. But I can't wait for that. I'm really hoping that he actually gets to that level. I mean, everybody's catching to Goku, so why not? Why not Piccolo? But this episode, pretty good. So now it went from 31 hours to 9 hours. So we should have 2 or 3 more episodes before the tournament starts. So next week, Tenshin Han, and then the last few members of the team, and Master Roshi to join, and then the tournament begins. So today there was actually a trailer that came out. Don't forget to watch that. Like, subscribe. Thank you.